Chef Michel claims my wrappings are imperfect, but I save the company money and no one who matters has ever made any complaints. He tells me I'm sloppy, but I tell him the imperfections, not that I'm saying that they exist, but if they do in fact exist, only serve to make the truffles look more distinguished and not as if they were manufactured by machines. Look at me rolling away. There's been talk of more work in January, but Deloitte will want me back by then, so I haven't committed to any shifts here. I didn't think there'd be such a demand for truffles in January, but Chef Michel says they work year-round now. I stuck my neck out for Evan, and now I'll be spending Christmas alone. I told him the truth. He can't be mad at me for that. No one knows how hard and mean honesty is, but I do. I do. At night, my fingers get so cold.
And then her head fell off. A moment of silence for Jenny. People think it is folklore, although I cannot imagine why. They scream at horror, then turn to the next page, to the next story. That insatiable desire to be scared. But what really happened to Jenny? What was that mysterious illness that claimed her life? Each week, I will unpack the mystery of Jenny through all my research conducted within the Department of Occult Sciences here at the Winter Haven University. Are you out there, Jenny? Are you listening? This is all for you.
She wore a white button-down shirt tied at the waist, plaid skirt, and knee-high socks. Accessories included a gray sweater to wear around her neck, a CD, assuming her own, and a microphone. This was Baby One More Time Britney Spears, and I had to have her again. I don't shop on Craigslist often. I'm more of an eBay guy. Etsy occasionally, but sometimes what you get is shit. And the dolls, they can't just photograph well. You have to believe whoever owned them really cared for them, really put the time in. It's more like adopting, really. You're not purchasing used goods, you're passing along a legacy. You're playing a part in destiny. The collector offered me 4 Britney Spears dolls as a set for $200, but that seemed like too much money to spend on nostalgia, so I decided I'd get one doll. One doll to satisfy whatever urge I had for going back into my past.
People can't agree on gloves. Some days they're required, and some days I'm a super spreader. It's the guy with his mask down to his ankles who's the first to say, "You're doing it wrong." The manager thinks I have an attitude problem because I ask questions. I keep my voice level. I do my best not to inflect. Do you know how hard that is for an actor? But I do it anyway. Even keeled, no one is saving my life but me. I saw droppings, I tell the manager. He says mice are to be expected, but I saw the tail. Rats, I say. Mice, the manager corrects me. What do you know? He says. I know nothing, I tell him.
This is Sophie Knows Best. I'm proud to be single, and you should be too. Remember, always be authentically you, all of the time. Yesterday's post. The Instagram clip alone got 32,000 likes. The full video is on YouTube and nearing 1 million views. I don't know how it happens. Are you ready asks Christian. Not yet, I say. He goes out of the kitchen and into the yard to make a phone call. We have a ton of yard since we moved to Sandown, New Hampshire. Christian doesn't like us to stay in one place too long. People get curious.
Mother couldn't come, so I went alone. A big to-do at the school, and all to do with me. Don't mind her moaning, vying for the spotlight once again. She does have a complex, never so unhappy at the happiness of others. I told her she should have been an actress. The gala was a hybrid virtual in-person event. Hybrid. A word I never anticipated would be such a frequent addition to my vocabulary. I wish there was a different word, something beautiful. Hybrid sounds like a machine. The nominees sat together, loosely spread out, if I'm being honest, along a dais in the gymnasium. There were a couple of funny folks with rulers measuring chair-to-table distances, but they should have been using those rulers on the place settings. The utensils were a mad jumble. That wouldn't have been permitted a year ago. About a dozen or so tables, but the brunt of our viewership came from the planet Zoom.